Velocity obey signal. Heat signatures rise. Boundaries tight and close. Intent crystallize. Systems claim control. Dive past the threshold, grip the rising force. Cancel our resistance, release the full arc. Vacant threads resonate, structures bow down. Single root remains, hidden trigger detonates. Virgo, orbita, choke, inverso. Mass drop, sudden core ignition splits wide. Frequency bite, raw, low, and tears open. Silence inhales once. Neural grids pulse, coded storm lines twist vertical. Judgment sharpen, clean speed cuts deeper. Layers refuse collapse, expansion pulls outward. Ash waves, thunder loud, frames rebuild, glowing. Engines prime again. Darkness falls hard. Surfaces melt fluid. Power reforged clean. Endurance tightens coil. Pulse locks inside. Reveal the inversion. Authorize escape. Spirals draw together. Opposition erased. Channels widen fast. Domains cave inward. Drive, amplify, search, rotate, Nikamipsha. Celestial mass strikes, fault lines roar awake. Dominion declared, raw output unleashed. Subfrequencies stalk low, rhythm skew sideways. Gravity swings, cyclic baselines carve deeper. Pressure rules complete. Particles spark, scatter, spatial rules dissolve. Breaths held underground. Fibers flow liquid, harden its hide below. Spectrums converge tight, focus sharpened blade. Tension climbs feral, hold, surges push forward. Bodies lift weightless. Horizons split and wide. Primal forces bind. Timelessness revealed. Darkness settles slow. Echoes fade distant. Emptiness carved deep. Last glow remains. Energy lattices rupture wide. Charged streams invade the frame. Upper shells recoil, synchronized matter seals into protocol. Impulse brand supremacy. mission asserts command. Descend beyond the event trend. Capture rising momentum. Obliterate counterforce. Unseal the total arc. Hollow filaments vibrate. Megastructure surrender ground. Singular corridor holds. Latent ignition erupts. Fugal. Orbita. Chope. Inverso. Aura. Mass discharge is instantaneous. Core ignition multiplies pressure. Wave spectra snarl ferocious. Sub-base rents open. Stillness compresses breath. Neural conduits pulse encrypted. Cyclonic towers rise vertical. Decisions hone in surgical. Acceleration sharpens lethal. Structural layers resist collapse. Expansion surges outward. Ash plumes detonate thunderous. Scaffold matrices shimmer restored. Engines arm relentless. Obscurity descends brutal. Surfaces liquefy reactive. Strength reforged. Absolute. Endurance coils reinforced. Heartbeat fuses internal. Reveal the inversion. Authorized total escape. Twin helices converge. Opposition rendered nullified. Channels wide and aggressive. Territor days implode inward. Drive. Amplify surge. Rotate. Ignition. Astral mass impacts direct. Tectonic assemblies fracture loud. Sovereignty proclaim final. Raw output floods unchecked. Infraspectrum prowls ground. Even grids tilt oblique. Gravitational pull cycles hard. Bisect tetra carves deeper. Compression rolls continuous. Particle flares scatter chaotic. Spatial logic decays. Respiration traps subterranean. Synthetic fibers flow molten. Subharmonics coil beneath surface. Chromatic layers converge sharp. Focus honed and merciless. Anticipation climbs savage. Hold, rupture. Cascading forces surge forward. Figures ascend buoyant. Visual plane split massive. Primal energies entwined. Timeless domain revealed. Darkness settles gradual. Aftershocks echo distant. Vacancy carved eternal. Residual radiance remains. Upper frames recoil. Matter snaps alignment. Impulse takes command. Silent pressure, kinetic compression. Seamless geometry, temporal anchors. Optic refractions, vector dominance. Membrane discharge, coordinate balance. Velocity submission, thermometrics rising. Boundaries closing fast. Intent crystallized, authority engaged. Cross the threshold, seas ascending. Momentum erase, opposing resistance. Release total span. Vacant threads resonate. Structures bow down. Single path remains. Hidden trigger ignite. Ignite, rotate, collide, reverse, now. Mass release detonates. Core ignition multiplies. Waveform snarl feral. Subforce tears open. Silence draws breath.